New COVID cases are on the rise in 29 states and in some countries. So we want to bring in Dr. Oz on this one to get your thoughts on the fact that COVID cases are rising. I guess this is expected maybe because things are getting colder. People are spending more time close together and indoors.
All correct. And we've been talking about this for a bit. There's no reason to think this year will be hugely different from last year in terms of numbers of cases, but we would expect much less impact of those cases. And that's because the vaccine works to limit the bad complications of COVID, but it's a leaky vaccine. It's not really designed to prevent infections themselves as well as it is to prevent complications from those infections. So when you're indoors and it's rainy today, right, in Philly and chilly, so people are going to be indoors. Well, if that's the same in 10 days during Thanksgiving, then folks hang inside. That's where the virus has the opportunity to spread from person to person.
Yet, of course, the CDC is saying if you're vaccinated, they feel like it's okay to meet up with family members and do that. What is the safest way to travel this Thanksgiving if you're trying to, keep the risk down?
Well, again, I don't want to highlight on the risk. I want to highlight in the fact that COVID is an endemic process. It's going to be around. So the deal is whatever you do this year, you should plan on doing next year as well. So I do strongly agree you should get together for Thanksgiving because there's nothing healthier than having a good time with your family. You should travel if you desire to. Airplanes are incredibly safe. 99.7% of any virus particles, particulate matter in general, is cleared out of the HEPA filters that comes that the air is put through when they're on a plane. And half the air is from outside the plane anyway. There's not a lot of COVID at 35,000 feet. So you're pretty safe on a plane. You're actually much more at risk at the pizza parlor going to the plane, both because of virus, but also because the calories are a lot.
But at the same time, they're still saying that there's probably going to be an uptick after Thanksgiving in COVID cases.
The uptick's going to happen because it's getting colder. We're indoors. That's where the virus likes us to be. The virus might actually do better in the cold weather generally. Because we've got protection against the bad complications, but not the virus spread itself. I also want to emphasize, we've highlighted together with you guys now, there's 3 pills, one of which is already available that people could use if they get sick. And these are simple things that folks could add to their regimen if they happen to get the illness. So I'm not encouraging you to get sick, but my concerns about the consequences of getting ill continue to diminish as science begins to catch up to the virus. Of course, we've got lots of things we can do in the hospital as well. If you can stay outdoors, try to do it. That goes for Thanksgiving and anything else you're doing as well.
Okay. How about this, to switch gears a little bit? This woman, because a lot of people, they love their spin classes when it comes to working out and all that. She almost lost her leg in spin class. How does this happen?
What a bizarre story. We're not sure exactly what happened with her. She definitely was on a spin bike and had a complication afterwards. There may have been some triggering of an autoimmune process that led to the blood vessels in her body shutting down. She may have had a clot in the blood unrelated to working out that just got unhinged when she was working out, but she nevertheless had a lot of swelling of her legs, and thankfully doctors acted quickly. When you have massive complications from anything, I don't care if it's enjoying a great meal or working out, go see a doc because time is of the essence, and by actively getting involved in her care, they were able to save her legs.
Thank goodness they were able to do that. And then lastly, on Tuesday, you're going to be speaking with Gabby Petito's parents.
This is one of the most powerful interviews I've ever done. All 4 parents came on. I didn't realize they raised her together. They literally had 4 parents in her life at all time. They were not doing well, I've got to admit, on the show. I tried to be as gentle as possible, but before I asked the first question, they were crying. The parents are searching for answers. They're obviously angry at what happened, but they supported this trip that Gabby took with her longtime boyfriend, Laundry. They actually all were from the Long Island area, so they knew each other. And they also said, this is really important, there were no signs of narcissistic behavior, or Gabby was so ashamed she wouldn't share them.
That is interesting. Okay, we'll be watching. Thank you so much, Dr. Oz.
Take care.